Hey everybody, how you doing? Welcome back to Russian Fishing 4. We're going to continue our 4 days of trolling here. Let's head over to Lower Tunguska. $49. You might as well just call it an even 50 to travel here. And of course it's nighttime. Looks like I might already have a boat ticket, according to that. Do not. Do not. So. We're going to do some trolling here. We're going to wait till morning. There's a wagon wheel, and I always miss it coming from this direction. Let's see about going this direction. It's right here. All right. Been trying to use up some of these here, my dead fish baits. Let's look at what everybody's catching fish on here. Burbits, looks like night crawlers, fish chunks, like about everything there. What about the murder catfish? Schaefer's and rhino larvae, so let's throw out one of those. Throw out a rhino larva there. How are you guys doing today? Hopefully you're having a good day. I appreciate you hanging out with me. Alright, we can also dig up some gold baits. That was a flop. Alright, let's see people, what are they catching the pink salmon on? That's what I want to troll for. They are catching some on the original poppers. And the Satori 22.9. So a lot of these leaders are so short. When I was making them very short. And let me get rid of some of these here. I feel like if they're too short, they're not doing you any good. Let's, where are we at here? These steel leaders I don't even use anymore. Gotta click this first. That one's 30, that one's 25. These are the newer ones I'm making. As you can see, I'm making them a little longer. Let's get rid of some of these super short ones here. These are 30s, but let's get rid of them. Alright, let's clean those up a little bit. Now, if I want to craft, what do I got to craft? Oh, I don't want that. Alright. Let's make a longest we can make here. So if I want to make some 12/7, this one's already been used. Now 3, 2, 6, 4, 51, 45, 85, 85, 144, 144. Even if I use an 85, I'm only going to get the size of my line. I'm only going to get a 12/7, and I'll show you. So we're going to make 3 of these. And the reason I'm going to do 12/7 is we're going to try to catch some pinkies. This was one of them, I think. Now, again, we're going to replace this leader. I don't want to put it on that one. I want to put it on this one. This one's 45 centimeters. That one's probably okay. We're going to do a handmade popper on. I should have went down where I was catching some breams. They're catching the eastern bream on. Oh, look, what quick, didn't we? So they're catching them on Schaefer's, and then this is me. For the USA, I'm still on there. That was on a worm. That was down at the other spot. That's what I was talking about. Catch them on night crawlers this week. Let's put a night crawler on. Guys, I try to dial it down by region just because the regions sometimes will act differently on the bites, on what's biting on what. So I definitely believe there's different bite rates on different regions. I don't know how much that's true, but I feel that way. So if you know otherwise, let me know. You can also use a jig rig here and try to jig step it, catch them. It'd be nice to get a couple bonus fish here at night. What did we say to come here? 50 basically. Got a memory of a goldfish. So we'll call it, 66. We basically just, as long as we want to make 70 silver to break even here. We're not going to have to buy any. We're not going to wait too much longer. We're going to go ahead and do some trolling. See if we can get something here. Give it a few minutes here. Guys, I caught my bream down here next to the barrier. I don't know where the end of the map is, but not all the way to the end of the map, up next to the tree. To not even get a bite, that's kind of suspect. At least usually you can get a little burb or something. So we may want to go ahead and relog very quickly to try to correct our RNG here. Yeah, let's go ahead and start trolling. Luckily we didn't start, I didn't have a happy hour to start burning there. But guys, don't forget to check out the channel. There's quite a few things on there. Hit that like button. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Leave a comment for me. Let's get some pinks. That was the for the pink salmon. That was the Saturi 22G9. I don't know if I have that one. 22G9. We have the 8. Oh, we got it. Yeah, there's the one. That's the one I want to use. Now, it's got a big hook on it, so we may need to, let's change that hook. This has got a 2.0 hook on it, so let's change that out. Let's do a large one. Just because the salmon, I mean, the trophies, I think is only 3. Pink salmon, trophy is 3, blue tag is 4, so maybe even could go smaller than that. Alright, let's get trolling here. And hopefully we don't get trolled. You can get the cheaper boat rental here, in my opinion, because when you're trolling, I honestly don't think you need this nicer, faster boat. But we'll see. I don't know how well this is going to cast either. This is a very small lure. Okay, that'll work. And then here's the, oops. We've got to put this lure back on, huh? We changed the hook. To 9. Almost snagged it into the dock. Alright, so what I'm going to try to do is come right across this corner to that tree right there and try to catch them at the mouth of this river is where I have the most luck with them. And we'll just go back and forth here. See how it goes. Okay, we got something on pole 1 there. Wow. The water's going to want to push you away, so I'm kind of adjusting for that a little bit. Okay, we got something on 2 there. Nice little grayling. Probably need to put a clip on this one. So it's almost like you stop. You almost come to a standstill right in this area, which again is it's not a bad thing. It's kind of where I want to stay as much as possible in this area. Oh, we got something small here. Little perch. Got something on the Satori here. Seems to be producing a few fish. Alright, there's our first pinky. 10,000 XP. Again, we might want to adjust it just a little bit. Oh, got something on one there. Alright, a brown trout. Nice. Got something here. Non-marker pink, unfortunately. I'm going to go a little bit up here, a little farther. Oops. Wrong rod. All right, that one's at least a marker. We got something on one there, and then we're going to flip around. On marker there. would have liked to have been a little closer to that corner, probably coming off of here. The water pushes you out a little bit, but got something there on let's see. We got something on that one too. Yeah, we're getting a lot of small ones on this again. Not again, but consistently. This one seems to be producing the markers. I'm going to turn around right here real quick. Oh, I might have failed. I failed. All right, Siberian sardine Cisco. Again, we're going to come right off this corner and do it again. We did catch some decent fish on the way back. It's getting a few non-markers here on this setup on pole 1, so we may want to switch that to a Soturi. All right, we got something there on 1 and 2 here. I'm going to turn this a little bit that way. Let's check 2 here first. This one seems to be a little larger. What do we got here? A Nelma. Okay. I don't catch very many of those at all. Let's switch this one over. One of these Soturi 22s here. We got the 8. Let's try the 8. I don't like the hook that's on that one. Let's switch the hook out on it. Not soy sauce. Let's switch the hook out on the 8 here. See if we can get a little better results. Just not happy with really too many non-markers. Too many non-markers. All right. Not sure what we got here. This is a little better. This is the smaller setup. Well, that's a little scary. That's definitely a way to get bit off. Okay. Oh, non-marker. First fish on this one. What is this? Is this a pink salmon? That's what we're targeting. Oh no. Can't even get the third rod out. Okay. With a small marker. There we go. All right, over 1 kg. That's on the 009. Dang. Firing them up right here. Getting some pikes, which can be a little scary. Using the smaller leader. If we get a bigger one, it'll bite us off. Probably. Again, I can't even get the third rod out. I shouldn't complain. Eee, that's scary. I'm not trying to hook into a big taimen either. Definitely not trying to get a big taimen. Oh. Alright, let's go ahead and go back the other direction here. Looks like we're starting to get some overcast. Oh, we got a fish on too. This is probably not a pink salmon. So I turned the motor off. Sometimes that'll help. I'm hoping if this is a pike it doesn't bite us off here. Let's get it in. Let's get him in. Come on. Get in here. Get in here. Get in here. Get in here. I can see the leader. Oh, it's a taming. Again, not what we're looking for. We're trying to get them pinkies. Again, 4 kg is a blue tag, so that was 6. So let's run over here closer to the shore this time. And then we'll go that direction. Alright, got something on, oh crap, 1 and 2 here. We got some rain coming in. Couple pikes, those scare me. Again, I'm going to go right off this corner to that green tree up there. That green tree right there on the corner. Started raining, now we're not getting anything. We are a little out of whack here. Oh, we got something small here. Another pink. There's something on two there. Little char. Alright. Oh, we got something on one too. Nice. That's not very big. A little bit up through here. Alright, got a fish on two here, then we'll flip around. Need to get us a nice trophy pink salmon. Non-marker char is not it. Well, I thought we had something on one there, but it was just on the pool. Oh, looks like we do got something on two. And one. Couple non-markers back to back. We need all these to be markers, if not big uns. got something. Oh, it's never good when the reel's not closed. You don't want to do that. You don't want to do that. I run out all that line. That can mess you up. Alright. That can mess you up. Let's reel these two in here and then flip around. At least one of those was a marker. Bounced right off the boat. Secret technique called bouncing it off the boat. Don't try that at home. I don't know if there's a fish on there or not. If it is, it's small. We can check it. Oh, we got one on two, so we can check one. I'm not keeping it tight here. Alright. It's a decent one. You want them over 1 kg if or more if possible. Yeah, there is something small on here. Blocking me. What is this, a common minnow? Lake minnow? The lure weighed more. Come on, man. 20 grams versus 22-gram lure. Again, I need to clip this. This is too much line. There we go. That seems like a decent one. That's our biggest one. 22,000 XP. Definitely don't need to throw it out that far. Okay. I'm glad the Saturi that we added is working. Because that was not on the list, you know. Definitely feel like we've done better on those than we would have these handmades. Alright. We're going to run up this side a little bit. Unfortunately, it's getting dark, so we may run into some tamins or something we don't want. But let's give it a few more minutes here. We got 44 fish in the keep net, and that's pretty daggone good considering we got nothing overnight there. Alright, we got a fish on. We do got a fish on one there. Let's see what this is. Is this still a salmon or brown trout or something we can use? It is. All right, let's go ahead. We're a little over an hour here. Let's go ahead and relog real quick. Sell our fish. See how we did here. Again, we're trying to make 85 to be in Profitsville. Unfortunately, the overnight we didn't get anything. A couple burbot would have definitely helped. Let's check the cafe first. So it'd been nice if we could have got that, but again, we didn't get anything at night there. We didn't get any East Siberians. We got a one grayling, but it was non-marker. All right, let's go by price here. So we had one larger one here, but again, $3.17 for the hour. Considering we caught nothing overnight and we still got a lot of non-markers, but definitely make some silver here. Guys, I appreciate you. Until next time, have fun fishing. I'm out of here.